Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Unicorn Fairy. It's me, Lee, and I'm going to try and do some sheer nails. Okay, I'm also going to see how clear this crystal clear from Nail Nails actually is. These are the nail guards I'm going to try out today because I've never used them before, and they're supposed to be good and protect your nails if you do your nails a lot. Okay, so you're going to see me putting these on, and they're easy to get off the white see-through piece of paper thing, but put them on. They're a bit fiddly, and they're a bastard to get, off the the plastic extra layer that you're holding so it sticks on. It's really hard to get off, so you'll see me doing this for a bit, and I'm gonna do that for all of the nails. Here I'm trying to use tweezers to get them off, and that wasn't helpful either. It was really stressful getting them on, so you'll see me fiddling and trying to do a couple of different versions of trying to get it on. Here I switched to a different pair of tweezers. That also wasn't helpful. Trying to get it off, it wasn't helpful at all. And then I actually turned off the camera to try and help because it was quite fiddly. So I'm trying to rub it to see if the heat to get it to stick to the nail and loosen it off maybe. But no, it wasn't thingy. So obviously I've skipped the video, and I've now got my nails covered with it on, and it's shiny. And there's a bit of flapping off extra, so I'm just going to cut that off with my scissors. These are stalk scissors. You can get two different sizes of this. You can get a small size and then this larger size. Okay, so now I'm going to apply a form at a time. So these are the forms I'm using. You can get these on Nail Nails. I got them off eBay though before I discovered Nail Nails sold them. So I'm just applying the tab to the back, giving it a roll between my fingers. Then I'm going to close the ends together, as you can see here. and then I'm going to place it on my finger securely and just close it all together and get started. So on this one I'm going to be using the Crystal Clear by Nail Nails. I ended up doing a square shape on this. I've got some monomer and my brush. So I'm going to start by, in a minute you'll see, I dab my brush in to try and get rid of all the air bubbles, and there was some loose hairs off my brush, so I had to try and keep getting them off. So you'll see me doing this for a bit, and then until all the bubbles are gone out my brush before I start trying to apply the clear. So now I'm getting a clear bead, and I'm going to let it polymerize, and then you apply it to the nail like you would any other acrylic, and I think I applied it a bit too thick on here. It made the nail look massive. Either it was me applying the bead or the rubbery thingy making it look that way. I'm going to blame myself, in all fairness. Yeah, so I went and got my crystal to try and rest my hands because my hands was wobbling a bit and I didn't like it. So here I am just patting and dragging down as best as I can, and I will leave you to watch me doing that. Okay, so we're applying a cuticle bead, and you just do it like you do all of this process like you would on your natural nail, except it's on this weird rubbery plasticky thing which protects your actual nail. Okay, so I'm adding another form onto another finger, and it's the same as before, and I do the same process with the forms on all of my fingers when you see me doing this bit. Okay, so in a minute, here you go. I made 2 pots of this sheer black, which is using Nail Nails Crystal Clear and Nail Nails Pure Black. And I have 2 pots because at the first I thought this one was the lighter one. Turns out this one was the darker one. So it's not black, but it's not black either, so it's not sheer either way you want to look at it. So I was very disappointed, but obviously you do the same as you would with your application. You get a bead and put it on and blend it and all that good stuff. So yeah, I was very disappointed because I kind of hoped it would be clear, but it's not. Okay, so I'm just getting my other black, sheer black that I made. This one's slightly lighter, and when I was doing this one I was kind of hoping it would work. So again, I'm adding another form, and I do the same as before. So I'm just doing the same with the application on this nail. Um, it's a little bit lighter, but it's not sheer again. So it was upsetting me. But as you can see, it is see-through, as you can see on the form. So it's not pure colour, but it isn't very light. It's not see-through either, which is how sheer black's supposed to be, isn't it? So here I am trying to get it to be sheer, and I'll just let you watch me do that and struggle. Okay, I'm just taking forms off the two fingers that should be set up now. Okay, in a minute you'll see me switch camera off to a different thing, and basically I've just mixed more clear into the two pots, and I'll split them, put some clear in each pot, shook them up and stirred them, and then tipped some into the one pot, added more clear to the other. So here I am just showing you that the nail guards, they literally just pull off. There you go. So it's really easy. So they are very good if you're doing, nail videos and you're doing one hand or both hands and you don't plan to keep the nails on. Instead of prepping, priming, and putting all that product on your fingers and your nails, and end up getting contact dermatitis. Then obviously these are really good for that, because you're not getting any of the product on your fingers, on your natural nail, and you just peel it off at the end of it instead of soaking it in and putting more products on your fingers. And I dropped the clear tip in there, which is not a good thing. Okay, here I am trying to show you that they're not shears like I wanted. They are near the nail bed area, but just not at the tip where I wanted it to be mainly sheer. So yeah, that didn't work. So I'm just going to apply another form to my pinky finger, I think it is. Yeah, so what I did was the two pots of sheer that I'd already made, I put some more clear in both, shook it up and stirred it up, and then I tipped some from one pot into the other to fill that pot up, and shook it up, stirred it, and then in the one on the right side I just added more clear to make it, more sheer. And this is what we're going to do on these next two fingers, on the pinky and the thumb, and hope that that works. So this one is the darker of the two, and it was sheer, I will admit, only slightly but not loads, so you couldn't see right through it, but you could see that it was not pure black, but there was some sort of see-throughness to it, transparent. So it did work a little bit, but not as much as I wanted it to be sheer. Not as sheer as I wanted it to be even. Okay, so now I'm adding a form to my thumb, making sure it's all ready and whatnot. And I'll apply that to my thumb, and then we'll do the lighter, or the one with the most clearing, to this nail and see how that goes. Okay, so I'm applying it on here. So of all the shears that I had, because I went from really dark sheer thinking, oh, maybe that, to this one was, I'd say, 3/4 clear, and well, not even that, it was more than 3/4, and about a small handful of black, to make this one. And I had to apply this really thinly to get it sheer. It didn't end up as sheer as I still wanted, so I am going to do another set of nails on another video that I've got in mind. And what I thought was, if I did an even thin clear base to start with, and then did like a sheer wash of this sheer, and then capped it in clear, it might work out a lot sheerer the way I actually want it, the way I see it in my head. But as you can see on the form, it is quite sheer, so I'm assuming this is right. But yeah, this one was the best out of the four that I did. So it's the only, I'd say the only downside of this is the more you add, the darker it gets, and the less sheer it gets, which is odd, because you'd think with it having clearing it just wouldn't, but no, it gets darker, as you see, and less transparent, which is a ball ache. So I'm going to try it the other way that I'm thinking on another video, and I will upload that and let you know what I think, and obviously show you if it works or not. Let's hope it does, because I really want to have some sheer nails. Okay, so this is the clear tip that I did, that I pulled off, and it's been filed in that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a clear top coat on and put it in the light, and then I'm going to top coat underneath. This is basically just to see how clear it is, and surprisingly enough, it isn't crystal clear like you think, you know, glass clear, but it is extremely clear. So it is really good, and it's great value for money. Here I am showing you the two nails that I did. So obviously I'm pulling the pinky nail off, and as you can see, the second one I did on my thumb was very sheer compared to the pinky finger. Still, it's still a bit dark, but as you can see, I can put my finger and stuff behind it, and it is somewhat translucent. So I did like that. So yeah, so I'm going to try my other my thing that I thought might work. But when I pulled these thingies, you know, the forms off, not forms, the nail guards off, my fingers was extremely warm, and they're still warm now, 20 minutes after taking them off, as daft as that sounds. So yeah, so I'm going to definitely keep the lighter of the two, and that's my light off. Okay, so here I am just pulling off the tip from my stand thingy, and I'm trying to peel off the, you know, the weird plastic thing from the nail guard. I couldn't get it all off. I'm using my tweezers to try and get it, but same, I still couldn't get it all off. And then I gave up and just decided to clear top coat underneath, just to show you how clear this nail is. So if you wanted a recommendation for clear acrylic, one that's light glass, this is by far the best one I've used so far. It's very, very, very clear, and I would definitely recommend this one. So yeah, I just do the tip and whack it in the lamp again. I'm only going to do it for 10 seconds, just because it's the video and it's just to show you. Okay, so here I am just trying to show you how clear the actual nail is. Obviously, when you're doing crystal clear nails, where the nail bed meets the extension, you usually put glitter or something to hide the natural nail itself from the clear tip, you know, and where you've built the nail, because obviously nobody wants to see your natural nail underneath. So here I am just like waving things underneath just to show you, and here you go. Well, guys, I tried and I failed mostly. I will have a go at doing it the way I'm thinking might work, and if it works, then obviously I'll show you the video. And if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.